what would happen? What would happen if Augustana burned down tonight? What would happen if not one stone was left one upon another? Now today is 150 years, right? 150 years in the new sanctuary. You have a celebration worship this afternoon. Your congregation and I serve First Lutheran Church. Today is our 148th anniversary. We're a bit younger than you. We're like the younger stepchild. That's all right. Today, for you all, 150 years. That's not a small amount. 150 years of worshiping, of singing praises to God in this building. 150 years of children's sermons. Maybe not as outlandish as mine, but they were good. 150 years of music. 150 years of baptisms and confirmations, of weddings and of funerals. In this space. Now I said that's not a small thing, and it's not. But then again, it is. 150 years in this place pales in comparison. It's but a blip on the radar compared to the centuries, not just 150, but 250, 350, 550 years of some continuously worshiping congregations in this country. 1,000 years in some nations. 2,000 years in a few nations. 2,000 years of continuous praise of God in the name of Christ. In the name of Christ, it has been 2 millennia of worship. Before that, even though, our Jewish sisters and brothers praised the same God for not just 2 millennia, but 4 or 5 or 6,000 years. Our God, the God Most High, has been praised and worshipped. Imagine that, 6,000 years or more. 6,000 years of countless generations, of countless great-grandmothers and grandmothers and mothers and daughters and granddaughters. Countless souls praising God. But to God, it's but a blip in time. To God is a whisper. So when I was talking to the kids and I said, God is big enough to handle that, right? God is big enough to handle all of the ridiculous things that we throw at God. All of our joys and all of our sorrows and all of our anger and everything else. God is big enough. But we underestimate God. We keep God a little bit too tiny. A little bit too tame. We underestimate God. I understand they didn't want to scream in the front of the sanctuary. I would have done the same thing when I was their age. I can get away with it because now I'm ordained. I get this fancy little collar. Right? But the point that I wanted to share with them and the point that I want to share to you is God is big enough. God is bigger than 150 years in the sanctuary. God is bigger than the Lutheran denomination of the Christian church. God is bigger than the Christian church. God is bigger than Christianity. God is bigger than any and every world religion. God is bigger than religion and not religion combined. God is bigger than all people of all times. God is bigger than the world. God is bigger than the universe. It is amazing, absolutely amazing, that this God came to be with us. Came in the form of a baby. No, it's not Christmas. No, it's not an Advent sermon. But it's amazing. It's amazing that God, the ultimate, infinite God, was incarnate in flesh. And a screaming, squalling, diapered little baby Jesus. There's praise in that, too. So when my youngest, Zoe, woke up at 1:30 in the morning last night screaming, she's getting teeth. There was praise in that. There was anger in it too. But there was praise in that. God gave her a voice. And that is something for which we are thankful. God is giving her growth. And that is something for which we are thankful and we give praise. So what would happen? What would happen if tomorrow morning not one stone stood upon another? What would happen if the stained glass shattered, or if the organ pipes tipped, or if the walls simply came tumbling down? My Lord, what a morning that would be. I cannot imagine with you the sorrow that would hold, the fear and the sense of loss and just being lost that would hold. But here's the promise. Here's the gospel good news. It wouldn't matter. It would matter to us, it would break our hearts. But in the grand scheme of things, God is bigger than this building. God is bigger than First Lutheran Rock Island. God is bigger than any box we try to squeeze him into. So what would happen if this building burnt to the ground? Or if Jenny Lind burnt to the ground? Or if First Lutheran burnt to the ground? Or if Trinity Lutheran where I grew up? Or St. Paul's Lutheran where I went to college? Or University Lutheran where I worked in Oklahoma? All of these churches pay tribute, pay honor to God. That is our role. That is our part in the world. All of our actions and all of our words point to God. So it's not the first time I've been here, and I was driving down the highway from 74 towards town. What do you think I saw? The steeple. I live in Davenport and work in Rock Island, so usually I come across Arsenal Bridge. And when I'm there at the stop sign, at the end of the bridge, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steeples from different churches in downtown Rock Island. If you drive down any of these country roads to a small town, there's a church, there's a steeple. Even the presence of this place witnesses to God. For all the drivers by, even the presence of the cross on the top of the steeple witnesses to God. Surely, we can do better than a vacant building. Surely, we can do better than a church tower that's just there. We have been blessed. We have lived and we move and we breathe but by the grace of God. So surely our witness can outdo that of a building, of a structure made with human hands. You were made by the Creator. So what would happen? Would Augustana cease to be if the building fell down? Would Christianity cease to be if every church and every little town that's close to closing closed? There's fear in that. Understandably so. There is fear in that. There is fear when things change. There is fear when things fall or when things die. I cannot count how many little congregations have closed. I'm a fair sight younger than many of you. I'll still claim that despite the beard. But even in my time, in my lifetime, I've seen small parishes close. And that's not just rural. Parishes in cities and in the countryside, parishes that are Lutheran and Catholic and Presbyterian and Methodist and Episcopal. I've seen churches close. And I've seen the pain that comes with that. So what would happen? Would Augustana, would the Lutherans in this neck of the world cease to exist? Would the witness to God in this part of the state cease to exist? I hope not. I pray not. I pray that Jesus corrected to the disciples we take to heart. That the ministry of a Christian, that the life of a Christian is not about the places we inhabit. It's not about the sanctuaries we fill with our voice and our song and our prayers and our pleas. But that the life of a Christian is about speaking of Christ. The life of a Christian is about speaking of Christ, telling of Christ, telling the good news. Through our actions, through our work, and through our voice. Now the Lutherans I know, and maybe you're an exception, I don't know, but the Lutherans I know, we're really good at working. We're really good at service projects, but going out and telling people, we're a little fuzzier on that one. So my dad was raised Lutheran, my mom was raised Baptist. Kind of far apart from one another. My dad, typical Norwegian, quiet, reserved, mostly old. My mom, typical African American, loud and boisterous and full of life and energy, and when she praises God, the whole neighborhood knows it. The challenge, then, is not to keep the building up and running. That's a good thing. That's not our purpose. The challenge is not to fill the pews. It's a good thing, but it's not our purpose. The challenge, then, the role of Christian life is to witness to Christ. To tell, to share, to show the goodness that we have been given. So let Jesus corrected to the disciples be the same for us. It's not about the buildings that we worship. It's not about the instruments we use or the songs we sing. It is about the witness we give to Christ in the world. It is about the witness we give outside of these walls. The temple that Jesus was talking about was in fact raised to the ground. The Temple Mount now, well now it has the mosque on one end and the mosque on the other end. But the Temple Mount was a bare patch of earth. Centuries after the Romans destroyed the temple. And what did the Jews do? Did Judaism go away because their temple was destroyed? No. Did Judaism and their faith practices cease to exist? Sorry. Cease to exist because their temple was destroyed? No. Even in sorrow, and even in suffering, and even in heartache, God be praised. In our joys, and our happiness, God be praised. And when the world falls down around you, God be praised. God is big enough for that. God is big enough for you.